decided today just kind of give you guys a little better view of the Lincoln, at least on the interior. So as you can see, the seats, everything's actually in really good shape. Headliner looks actually really good. There are a couple little stains and stuff, but I'm sure that can be cleaned up. Unfortunately, it's the winter right now, and it's kind of a situation where I've had the car covered up. I got it in storage right now, but one day hopefully I can put in, hopefully I'll actually get a garage soon that I could put all my cars in. But the cool part is it's all original. I think even the clock works, but as you can see here, this car has 83,000 miles. The wood grain, kind of simulated wood grain stuff, I mean, it's some areas like over here you can kind of see it starting to kind of bubble up and everything. I've seen some kits that are supposed to like help with redoing that. On this side it's actually even worse. It's bubbling, it's peeling pretty bad. But this is, there's a lot of people that wanted to suggest customizing this car. This is kind of one of the main reasons I haven't done that. As you can see here, my grandfather's name, he actually went by the name Guy because his first name is actually Guido, and because of that it was, a lot of people couldn't pronounce his name, so he just went by Guy Tacknelli. But basically this car was special ordered by my grandfather, and that little plaque right there was kind of one of the reasons I was like, you know what, I can't let this car leave the family. It's in too good a shape, and once it leaves, it's gone for good. The chance of getting it back are probably slim to none. But overall, I mean, the doors are in good shape. The biggest problem again is the vinyl roof. It does have some paint bubbling up at the base. That is going to need to be, I'm guessing it's going to need some metal work to get all that fixed. But what's cool too is I have all the original keys and everything. I think everything, yeah, ashtrays, there's stuff all open. The antenna even raises up and lowers. This is one kind of cool part though. Cars like this, look at how tiny this A-pillar is. This thing is like super thin. You don't really get that anymore. And you look out the hood and it's just this massive hood. So, and it's cool too because things like this window here, when you roll down the windows, this will roll down first, and then this window will roll down after. That's pretty cool. It's funny because it's like you see an ashtray way back here. Well, this door is so long that when it's closed, that's actually the ashtray for the rear passengers. So that's pretty cool. So as far as the engine bay goes, everything's all pretty much original here. When I first got the car, I did try to change things like the distributor, the spark plugs, all sorts of just basic maintenance things. I do need to replace the water pump, which is kind of buried down there. And the funny thing is, you would think that would be pretty easy to get to, but it kind of appears like I have to remove the radiator, the fan, all that stuff just to even get to those bolts and everything. Unfortunately, I mean, you can look at the underneath the hood, it's kind of a little rough. There are some areas where it is rusting, which kind of sucks, especially over here. So I don't know if that's something that can be saved. Once again, I'd like to save it if possible. I don't want to change the hood and have mismatched colors and stuff, but it's even kind of cool because there's some writing and stuff there. I'm guessing that's probably from the plant, the factory itself. But Yeah, like I said, this is the 460 motor. I think during this time period, if you lived in California, there was like a 400 cubic inch motor, but this one is the 460. When I did start it up the last time, once again, the water pump was leaking pretty bad, and you know, the exhaust is pretty rotted. The rear brake lines are kind of pretty much rotted also. So this is a car that at some point I'd like to probably bring to a shop, have them kind of go through the whole motor. Carburetor, I'm sure, needs to be rebuilt. It started up and it was running, but it was running kind of rough. There's vacuum lines everywhere that I'm sure are leaking. You can even tell from the fact that the headlight covers are up. There's definitely vacuum leaks because those are vacuum actuated. So when you lose vacuum, when you end up losing vacuum, they actually open up, which is kind of a cool, you know, idea. So they're not like stuck in the closed position if you lose vacuum. So, but as you can see, the car is still in really good shape. Once again, it does kind of suck because the biggest issue really is with the vinyl roof, and you can see it a little closer. I mean, it's pretty much shredded, and this is what I was talking about. You can kind of see areas where paint's bubbling up and rusting a little bit. You know, there's been debates whether or not it's better to have a cover on or just leave it alone. With the fact that, again, this is Michigan, and we do get rain and snow and everything, I figured I just wanted to kind of protect it, at least from having water getting inside there. In the trunk, I got a spare hubcap and everything in here too, but got the actual full-size spare, which is cool, and all the carpeting for it. There are some trim pieces that came loose. This is, I think, for the very front on the bumper. This is one of the side pieces. I think at some point, again, you know what I'm gonna have to do. I think that went over on this side here. At some point, I don't know if those are parts that can be purchased still, or, you know, especially in this jade green color, I don't know if that's even something that exists anymore. I might just be able to have it kind of re-glued or something like that. But like I said, overall, even the doors still sound great. Sounds like a safe when you close it. It's funny how, like, nice, just a nice shutting sound, you know, very solid. Yeah, overall, like I said, unfortunately, I wish I didn't have to have it in storage right now. But, you know, right now I live in an apartment, so it's like kind of limited with space. And, you know, next thing I'm planning on doing is trying to get a house with either a large pole barn or a really large garage. But we'll see how that goes. If you'd like to see more videos on some of my cars, just let me know in the comments.